Hello everyone and welcome back. It's a beautiful day today. So as you have seen in the previous video, I have finished the brakes. Now I will start this video by doing some brackets for the radiator. I'm gonna show you in a minute. So here is my radiator on the car, and it's just kept in place by these zip ties. I have the rubber cushion here, but I don't have the support that mounts here, and then this rubber bushing goes into it, and then it's fixed. So I'm gonna take some measurements and try to make some L-shaped support here and here, and attach it to the car and fix the radiator in place. So I have made here a mock-up from cardboard where the holes of where the fixing holes are and the position of the bracket. It also goes on that side, it's pretty much the same. So now I will manufacture it from aluminium. So here is my bracket. One of this I have made it from aluminum sheet of 4 millimeters, because this is what I had. You can make it from whatever material you want, but I choose aluminum because it will oxidate harder and it will definitely not rust. It's pretty simple, just this hole on my bracket. It's a little bit sideways, but it doesn't matter. So I'm pretty happy with the result. I will go now mount it on the car and then make another one. So here is how the brackets looked like. They are turned out pretty well. I'm happy that at least my radiator is not tight anymore with zip ties. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna put the mirrors, the side mirrors, on the car because I want to take it to a test drive on the road. So here are the mirrors. I have just put them out from the box that I was keeping them. They are not the original ones, but the other ones, one is broken, and on the other, this mechanism for moving them, it's broken. I'm happy how they are. I will throw them on the car because they are very simple, three screws, and that's it. So now that I have put the mirrors on, I will go and pull out the driver seat all the way up from there and try to mount it in the car. I'm in the attic and it's pretty goddamn hot in here, but somewhere in that pile is the driver's seat, so I will have to dig him out. And of course, as always, is the last one, so I have to take all that pile, get this guy out, and then put everything back. And I'm gonna tell you, it's fucking hot in here. It's like 50 Celsius. Damn. Now I'm gonna take this down and clean it a little bit and mount it on the car. So now that it's down here, I'm gonna take it and mount it on the car. So the seat is mounted. It's not fully tightened, but it's just enough to do his job. Now I can drive a little bit safer. So I have inflated the wheels, I put some gas in it, put the battery. Now let's give it a try and see if it will start. So it's actually the next day. It's still hot as hell, but as I tried to move the car the other day and to take it for a spin to test the brake and everything, the fuel pump doesn't work. I have put a measuring device on the wiring and I didn't get anything on the wiring harness that go through the pump. So now I will try to take all the wires from the fuel pump and see where everyone goes, check the grounds and try to see why there is no power on that wires. So that I will do next and I will keep you updated. So because the fuel pump is here, it's pretty simple. That's the wiring, goes through there, all the way to there, turn around, goes into this big harness that come right through here underneath the driver's seat, and then somewhere here and goes in the other one that's it's thicker and up to the fuse panel. In this area I think one of that is the relay for the pump, so I need to see if the relay is bad or if I get any power from the battery through this area, through relays, and go from there. So I actually took out the fuel pump relay and the points over here when it touches, they are pretty dark, So maybe that's a cause, or maybe this thing is bad but doesn't look that way. I will clean the points a little bit and see if it's gonna work. So the car won't start. I don't know why, but I'm not getting power to the fuel pump. And now I would like to sort a little bit this wiring. So as you can see, I have a big mess around here and all the way there, and I would like to clear some things out and arrange a little bit all the wiring. So I actually have some things to do in here. As you can see, some of my previous work, not the best one, but he did the job until now. So I will now try to get rid of all these connectors and solder everything and make it look nice. So it's still pretty hot outside. It's the next day. Now what I will continue with the electrical stuff. I have mounted the electric windows on the passenger front and driver front doors. I have pulled out some diagrams of the car, and I saw that what I have done, it's only halfway, or I did something wrong because I haven't got any fuses on the lines, and I only have only one wire of power of positive, and I need to add two, but I will explain this when I will get to the diagram, and I will show you. Actually, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna unmount all the wiring from the door. So from that point, that coupling over there, all that wiring, and I will take it out, the wire harness also over there the same, and I will go inside because here it's very hot, and show you and explain to you what I'm gonna do. So here are the wires. This is from the driver door, this is from the passenger door, this is the diagram that I'm focused on, and this is the exact part that I'm interested in. So this is the motor that actually the driver window, this is the motor that actuates the passenger window, and these are all the wire that I need to connect. So in my case now, I only have the positive one that goes for both engines, both motors, and to the switches also. But in here, according to this diagram, I have to have power, permanent power to this motor and this motor, and I have to have a secondary power, that's that one, when the contact is on only, and that cable will lead to the switches on the driver and the passenger side. These are the switches on the driver side, this is the passenger side, and I have to do everything. So I will try to figure out which goes where. So here is the first harness that I made. This is from the driver side. So I have added the new connection, and this is for the electric motor, that actually the window, the speaker, or the other speaker down below, the ground, and here is the connection through the door. So I added 4 cables, yellow, red, black and blue, and I have made it right here, as you can see. I hope it will see well. I have added those 4 pins. They are a little
wider than the original one, but it's okay because I have the right connection on the other side on the car. So pretty much for the driver side this is it. Now I will make the passenger side also and mount it on the car. So this is the harness from the driver side. It's not done yet, I will start doing it. So it will not be very different, except that on that coupler I will put some pins and make the connection right as I did on the driver side. This will be all nice and isolated, and change few things here and there. Mostly I will work on this area. I have to change some cables because even though it looks nice right now, the connection are not really done right. Two of the cables are misplaced and it's not what I wanted, and it's not as the electrical sheet that I have from the car. So as you can see, I have plugged the wire directly and just go through. I know it's not the best solution, but at that moment it's what I have done and what I have. So I will start now and do the right thing. So now I have finished the passenger harness too. I made all the connection in here. As you can see, these are new cables, the red, the blue, the black and the green, and the pins, all four of that are new, the wide ones, and everything is in place. This is the connection for the switch, and pretty much this was it. So it's actually the next day. I have finished the wiring harness for the doors. I need to mount them up on the doors and then do some wiring inside the car to connect them between each other, and to connect it to power and to power from the contact. But I will do that in the next episode, so I will end up this episode here, and thank you guys all for watching. Consider to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this build, and hit the like button. Bye bye.